Greetings, my beautiful lovelies. It's Emmy. How are you? It's great to see you and welcome back. Today's video is sponsored by HelloFresh, the food delivery service that brings pre-portioned and fresh ingredients right to your doorstep so you can prepare a meal in about 30 minutes. HelloFresh is such a great way to get out of recipe ruts. They offer so many different recipes to choose from, and it's a great way to welcome back the school year as we're reshuffling our schedules and time is precious. Meal planning can be really stressful, and HelloFresh is a great way to reduce that stress and enjoy cooking. HelloFresh offers a wide variety of quick meal options like 20-minute dinners and oven-ready pizzas. Other options include local, carb smart, vegetarian, and pescatarian. Almost all the packaging used to ship your food is recyclable or contains already recycled content. Prepackaged ingredients means less prep and less food waste. And this week, my family really enjoyed the roasted vegetable and farro bowls. So if you'd like to try HelloFresh for yourself, go to HelloFresh.com and use my code emmymade14 to get 14 free meals, including free shipping. Big thanks to HelloFresh for sponsoring this video and for their continued support. Now today, I'm going to be creating something I saw on Reddit. There's no recipe, no nothing, just an image. An image of an instant ramen ice cream sandwich. Instead of the chocolate cookie cake, we've got dry instant ramen and then a big thick slab of vanilla ice cream. Shocking, yes. Delicious? Maybe, but we won't know until we try it. As I was looking at it, it reminded me of when I grew up eating instant ramen as an after-school snack. My mom would make it on occasion, and we would always eat the little dry crumbly bits at the end. Love those as a little kind of pre-instant noodle snack. And on the outside of an ice cream sandwich, it doesn't sound so terrible. I love the crunchy texture. It has a very bland, kind of benign flavor. It's mostly going to be about the vanilla ice cream. Doesn't sound terrible, but what I'm really intrigued about, what happens when you add a little bit of that ramen seasoning along with that? A little bit of the salty with the sweet, what happens then? I don't know. Let's go ahead and make it so we can find out. But one more thing, in the theme of instant dry noodles with ice cream, I saw a post on Soar News, I'll put a link down below, to an ice cream bar that is being sold in Japan at the convenience stores that is dipped in chocolate. That sounds fine. You've got your icy chalk, but it then is dipped in baby star ramen, which is a seasoned ramen stack that you specifically eat raw and crunchy, and it's delicious. Instead of, the peanuts on your chocolate coating, you have ramen noodles. That too sounds good. We've got salty, crunchy, chocolate, vanilla ice cream. So since I'm not in Japan or anywhere near it, I'm going to attempt to recreate that as well. So let us celebrate instant raw noodles and ice cream. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get started. To make our chocolate ramen coated ice cream bar, we're gonna need some chocolate. I'm going to be adapting my magic shell recipe, which I did years and years and years ago. If you don't know what magic shell is, it is magic. I remember eating it as a kid and I loved it. It's a chocolate syrup that you drizzle on cold ice cream. Ice cream is usually always cold, but that's beside the point. What happens is when that chocolate syrup touches that cold surface, it solidifies, creating a shell, and you can use a spoon and tap it and crack it. So you get bits of solidified chocolate along with your ice cream. It's wonderful. I love it. And you can make it at home with 2 ingredients, just chocolate and coconut oil. 3 tablespoons of coconut oil. Now this is the big secret. Now we're going to pop this into the microwave for 30-second intervals. I found it usually takes about a minute total to get the chocolate to soften enough that and warm up enough that it can melt everything together. Do you smell your silicone spatulas? I do. I don't want my chocolate to taste like, onions or whatever, so I always smell my spatula first. And if it smells like onions or something savory, I use a different one. This one smells fine. And we're just going to mix this all together. Perfectly melted, beautiful magic shell. Still a little bit too warm, so we're gonna let this cool for about 10 minutes or so. We want this to be more around room temperature. Now it's time to prep our ice cream. Get yourself a quart of vanilla ice cream, whatever brand you like. I use a bread knife to help cut through the carton. The carton helps give the ice cream some stability so that it's easier to cut. And then I use a sharp knife to cut the ice cream itself. For the instant noodle sandwich, just cut a 4-inch square. And for your ice pops, cut any size you like. Mine are about 2 inches by 3 inches. For the chocolate coated pops, I used some popsicle sticks, inserted them into the ice cream, and then quickly put them right back into the freezer. A brick of instant noodles, notice that there's a seam here. We're going to take this little hamburger spatula and we're going to pry these two halves carefully apart. Carefully crack it. Dun, 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 dun. 2 halves. Working quickly. Looks like tofu or cream cheese or something, doesn't it? Put that there. And that there. That looks amazing. Look at that. Oh my gosh, that looks incredible. Give it a good scrunch. Scrunch. Alrighty, here we go. Itadakimasu. It's actually great. I mean it. It's actually great. The ramen noodles, as you heard, are very, very crunchy. They're plain. They don't taste like anything. They taste kind of like a saltine cracker, just a very plain, floury backdrop. Not at all salty. The star is really the ice cream. So if you've got some really great quality ice cream, you've got yourself a fun little snack. I really like the crunch. The crunch factor here is wonderful. Now let's see what happens when we add a little bit of chicken flavoring to this. Right there, right on the noodle. Alrighty, here we go. Wow! It's strange, but oddly kind of good. The celery flavors kind of have me caught a little bit off guard, but I definitely like the combination of sweet and salty. Yes, the salt definitely works. Not sure about the chicken bouillon-y flavor. The salt definitely works. Let's try this. This is samyang soup base. This is gonna have a little bit of spice in it. I'm excited about this one. All right, so we're gonna put that one right there. That's pretty good too. The samyang has more of a smoky flavor, a little bit of heat, but it has that similar kind of MSG laden salty thing going on that pairs nicely with the ice cream. It's very surprising and interesting. And kind of tasty. Oh my gosh. This alone though is surprisingly good. That crunch of the raw noodles with the ice cream is surprisingly good. And then you have this with it too. It's even more surprising because it's salty and sweet. Is it a good pairing? That could be questionable. By the time you finish the entire thing, you still might not have an answer, but you've eaten everything because your mind vacillates between salty, sweet. Yeah. It's very interesting. Let's put it at that. Alrighty, now let's finish the chocolate dipped version. We're gonna take the magic shell we made earlier, dip this into our chocolate sauce. And then before the magic shell solidifies, quickly sprinkle with our crushed up ramen noodles. So immediately you'll see that the chocolate will solidify. It'll take on a matte finish. You of course can omit the ramen noodles if you like and just have beautiful kind of like Klondike bars on a stick. Here is what the ramen pop looks like. Isn't that amazing? Look at that. Alrighty, let's give this a taste. Here we go. Itadakimasu. Mmm. So delicious. Did you hear the crunch of that magic shell? If you didn't hear it, let's hear it again. So good. Great chocolatey flavor, great hard chocolate crunch, and the addition of the ramen on the outside gives it even more crunch, and it's delicious. I would recommend trying it with the crunchy ramen noodles because it gives it a bigger crunch factor, and it just is really good. Now, baby style ramen is seasoned, so the original version would, I imagine, be even more saltier, which I think would be welcome because we've got a lot of sugar here. But this is a great combination. Definitely make the chocolate coating so simple, so easy to make, and so stinking delicious. Alrighty, thanks so much for watching, and big thanks to HelloFresh for sponsoring this video. If you'd like to try HelloFresh out for yourself, go to HelloFresh.com and use my code emmymade14 to receive 14 free meals, including free shipping. Thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoyed that one. I hope you learned something. Please share this video with your friends. Follow me on social media. Check out my website for a printable version of this recipe. Like this video, subscribe, and I shall see you in the next one. Toodaloo. Take care. Bye. Ooh, it was a little one. Sometimes, you know, it's just anticlimactic.